What up YouTube, I'm back. So this was a great episode, man. I really like especially the first half of the episode with Alice in the Project Alicization world, Underworld. I thought that it was pretty good, man. The animation, the art, especially when Alice was fighting and was showing off, was amazing. So let's get right to it. So obviously in last week's episode we saw that the dark forces were attacking Rulit village where Alice, Yu-Gi-Oh and Kirito grew up, and Alice had to intervene, but at first, because the villagers and especially her father and the other guy, the merchant that does a lot of money there, didn't want to. They wanted to stay in the village and fight, but Alice had to do the badass thing that she did in this week's episode, the most badass thing that she did. I thought that it was really, really cool, and the animation and art for that part was amazing, man. I think it was the best animation and art of the episode is when she just told them that she was an integrity knight, synthesis 31 or 30, I don't remember exactly, but when she did all of that, she threw her cape and took her sword. It was amazing, man. That shot right there, it was one of the shots, but it was an amazing part of the episode, man. I really liked it. It showed how badass Alice really is, and I liked it, man. It was amazing. But yeah, it took her doing all of that so that the merchant, the father, and the villagers finally listened to her. And I didn't know that Selka didn't know that Alice was an integrity knight. I thought that she knew, but she didn't. So it was kind of a surprise for her, and it was a surprise for me that she didn't know. But yeah, man, it was a pretty cool moment. It was a badass moment that I really liked in the episode. And like I said, her father finally listened to her, but the thing is, I really want him to acknowledge Alice as his daughter for once since she came back. He didn't really acknowledge her as his daughter, but he acknowledged her as a knight. So I'm really wondering when he'll really see Alice as his daughter again, because I think that's kind of sad for Alice, even though it was a sign of acknowledgement when that scene with Selka happened, so hopefully this will happen real soon because I really like Alice, man. And from what we've seen so far in the two episodes, it seems like Alice is going to be the main character of this arc, the War of Underworld arc, because Kirito isn't in good shape right now, and we're going to talk about Kirito later in this review because there's been some interesting and important information about him right now, so we'll talk about him later. But yeah, I think that Alice, because of that, will be the main character, the main character of this arc so far. I don't know when Kirito will come back to form, but right now Alice is going to be the main character in my opinion. Real quick before we talk about Alice's battle, because her eye healed. I don't know how, I don't know who did that, but it seems like her eye actually healed, She said thank you to Kirito. I don't know why either. Maybe he did something before he lost his consciousness or something like that. I don't know, but let me know in the comments down below what you think happened to Alice's eye and how it healed. But anyway, man, she fought the dark forces. They were goblins, they were big pigs and everything like that, so they weren't the strongest forces. They weren't the knights of the dark forces, the dark territory right now, so it was kind of easy for Alice, an integrity knight, to defeat them. And because she defeated them pretty easily, they all went back to the dark territory, so it was pretty cool. The animation was great for that, so I'm wondering when the strongest of the strongest will come to defeat the human civilization and everything like that, because that's when it will go ham, when the integrity knight will have to fight at full force. So I can't wait for that. But that battle was real easy for Alice, so still it was kind of cool to see her fight. Anyway, we're going to talk about the main antagonist later in this review because I think that we got some more important information about it. It's not only the Dark Forces, but it's another organization. But anyway, we went to the real world where Wrath were attacked by mercenaries, I guess, because they want Alice, the artificial intelligence. And we saw how how mad Azuna was because of what was happening and how Kirito was in a bad situation. You know, she basically showed how mad she was. So that was kind of cool. So I'm wondering when she will be in the Underworld, because she's been looking at the machine just besides Kirito's really a lot. You know, we saw her look at it in the last season, in the first 24 episode of the season, and then we saw her looking at it again when she visited Kirito. You know, so I'm wondering when she'll be entering the Underworld. You know, because that's going to be interesting. I think that she will be, and I think she would be a powerful asset for Alice. You know, so I'm wondering when will that happen. Anyway, Mr. Higa basically told us and explained to us what happened to Kirito and why he's in that situation right now. He basically said that he's in one of the worst situations that he could be, because when the mercenaries cut the circuit, it kind of, I wouldn't say fried his brain, but it made everything even worse than it was, you know. So now Kirito doesn't really know who he is. He only has some reflexes, you know, muscle reflexes, and he has some little memories that comes out, and that's why we see him some of the times go to his swords, to Yuji's sword and his sword, and that's one of the memories still that still is there, you know. So that's the reason why he's in a kind of coma, not a deep coma, but you know, he's not in the perfect situation right now. So that's why. But yeah, man, it was interesting. But the other thing is, after the ending, we saw some of the mercenaries. I think that this guy is the main villain of the story, so he's the main antagonist. I think we saw him in some new key visuals before the season started, and he'll be entering the Underworld real soon, you know. So we'll have to see how he gets the Dark Territory, the Dark Forces to be in his command, you know, because he'll be the main villain. He wants Alice right now, you know. He wants this artificial intelligent as Kikoa wants her to, you know. So we have to see what's gonna happen with that. He's the main villain, and I can't wait, man. This was a really good episode. I really liked it. It was way better than the first episode, and I can't wait to see what's coming next. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next, man. It was a great episode, like I said, and I can't wait for the rest of this series. It's been real good so far. I do Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld reviews every Saturday, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, Doctor Stone reviews on Fridays, and like I said, I do Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld reviews on Saturdays. But there's also two other animes that I do on Saturdays. It's Boku no Hero Academia Season 4 early in the morning, and then later that day at night I do One Piece reviews, you know, so stay tuned for that. And then on Saturdays on Sundays I do Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews, because of a new arc that is celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Naruto series. So yeah, man, it's a packed month for anime. Let me know if there's some anime that you want me to review on my channel. But yeah, man, follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, and like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel to grow a lot, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.